Okay.
Okay. All right. How do we find it?
Hold on a second. Let me. There we go. Copy. Folks, if you're just tuning in, bear with us as we work through some technical difficulties.
Stand by.
I don't know if. Okay, so hopefully, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you joined me. My name is Jay Arnold. I am the Veteran War Gamer. I am joined today by super guest Chris Arnold and future guest Eric Huck. And we're going to be playing What a Tanker from 2FAT18. Go ahead and say something, guys.
Hello, folks. If you're Veteran War Gamer listeners, you've heard me with Jay several times. And I'm glad to be here. This is my first time, although I'm a long-time podcast listener of the Veteran War Gamer.
And to be fair, a long-time gaming friend of ours.
A veteran friend, yes.
So What a Tanker is the latest game from British games publisher 2FAT18, and it puts you in command of a single tank or armored fighting vehicle in World War II, or maybe 2 or 3 tanks or armored fighting vehicles. The rules are relatively simple. We had a couple of test runs playing through, and it plays really fast, and we'll try to explain as much as we can as we go. If you already own the What a Tanker rules, I would recommend you go ahead and get those out and kind of follow along best you can. From time to time, I'll splash up or try to splash up, I'm not sure if it's going to work, a picture of what's going on in the rules. So bear with me. I'm brand new to this particular technology, so hopefully it won't suck too badly. So just to orient you to our battlefield, we've got a pair of T-3485s. We've got a pair of Stug 3Gs, and those are the models we're going to be playing with today. For the battlefield here, we've got a ruined barn, which counts as a wooden structure. Got a couple of, we got a low hill here. We have a plowed field that doesn't affect movement, but you notice that it's got hedges along the perimeter. The hedges count as a minor obstacle for acquiring, aiming, and shooting. We've got a cherry orchard here, and you can see it's got hedges which are also just like over here. The hedges count as minor obstacles in their own right, but the wooded area in general counts as a major obstacle, and we'll explain what all that means here before too long. So let's go ahead and talk, guys, real quick about what our experience so far with these rules has been. Chris?
Well, I find that they're very fast to learn. They're very fun. The two little games that we've played so far in this format have been very enjoyable. And I've never been in tank combat personally, but seeing video of what to expect, it gives a pretty lifelike rendition of the insanity that can ensue when you're doing your best to kill before being killed, hoping that your crew does what it's supposed to do in the form of rolling the dice and hoping you get the numbers you need.
Yeah, I'd like to echo what Chris said. It's really simple to learn, but the way that you control your tank it's it's very nerve-wracking. As you're making your quick decision, what you're going to be doing. Chaos of battle is all I can think of. Is when you get the dice roll that you don't want and you can't do what you want, you have to make it work. I just think there's a lot of choices to be made, and there's nothing better than getting shot by having it bounce off your armor. I almost cheer every time. Yeah.
So with that in mind, I need to go ahead and put the word out about this real quick in the usual social media outlets. So bear with me here real quick. Again, folks, if you're just now tuning in, if for some reason you just found this by random happenstance, my name is Jay Arnold. I run a podcast and blog called The Veteran Wargamer. This is our first attempt. Hopefully, this will be the first of many live stream game sessions. Again, we are starting with What a Tanker, the latest rules from Two Fat Lardies. And let me... bear with me here while I get things going. If Twitter will cooperate. Maybe. Bear with me here. I know dead air is not preferred, but that's just how it goes. Now I will. Okay, so there is the option for text messaging or comments. So if you watch and oh hey, we've got 3 viewers currently. Excellent. Well, welcome to the broadcast. If someone has a question, feel free to pop it into the message board there, and we'll do our best to answer whatever questions you have. All right, guys. With that in mind, I think what we're going to do is, Chris, you're going to be the Soviets again.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to run 2 T-35s.
Yes, I will.
Or T-34s, excuse me, T-34-85s. And Eric and I are each going to have a Stug. Okay? So each turn starts with initiative. And what each player does is roll a D6 to determine what their initiative is. And I got a 1.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Eric, you and I need to roll off.
Okay. I got a 6.
I got a 2.
Okay, so is it by player or is it by vehicle, you think?
I believe it should probably be by vehicle. So
By
let me
vehicle, yeah.
roll for my
Okay.
second one.
Yeah,
it
go
was
ahead.
A 4.
So you had a 4. All right.
Correct.
And what's your so a 5 and a 4? Okay.
Yeah. So it would go Eric, me, you.
Correct.
All right. Jay, let me know when you're ready, and I'll go ahead and start my turn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and... So what Eric's going to do now is he's going to roll 6 D6, and what that's going to allow him to do is he's going to be able to determine what his tank and crew can do during his activation based off of those 6 dice. So, Eric, go ahead, and what do you have for your 6 dice?
I have a 2, a 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
Okay. So just to run down real quickly what the different dice mean. A 1 is a drive. That means you can move your vehicle and move the turret. You can rotate the turret as well. A 2 means that you can but you can acquire an enemy vehicle. A 3 means that you can aim at a vehicle. 4 means you can shoot at an enemy vehicle. 5, you can reload your main gun. And 6 and a 6 result is very interesting. With a 6, you can change a 6 into any other die type. So, for example, with Eric's 2 6s, if he wanted to drive, he could change one of those 6s into a 1, and he'd be able to drive at that point. What you can also do, though, is you can reserve that 6 to add to your initiative roll the next turn. And that's a very important distinction, or a very important thing to keep in mind. Now, certain vehicles will have attributes that allow them to change dice into other results. For example, the T-3485 is a fast tank. That means it can change any die result to a 1, giving it an additional drive. Furthermore, the Stug 3G is a tank destroyer, and it can change any die result to a 3, giving it an extra or an additional aim. And more about those results here in a little bit. Okay, Eric, with your 2, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6, what would you like to do?
First of all, which am I the bottom Stug, the one that's closest to the?
Yeah, this is you, Eric.
Okay. I'm going to change both of my 6s into drives.
Okay.
And I would like to go straight into the orchard, get some cover.
Okay, so you're going to have to...
There's a hedge in the way, so
yeah.
I think I get stopped by that.
Yeah, so what happens is you'll roll your 2d6 for your 1 drive die.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6 total, okay. So that definitely gets you enough. That gets you enough movement to get up to the hedge. And then since it's a minor obstacle, the hedge is a minor obstacle, you'll need the entirety of the other drive die to get to the other side of the hedge, and that's it. That's it for your movement.
Okay. At this point, there's too much. I don't even have any sight of any tanks because the forest is blocking me.
Right.
So the rest of my dice I can't even use because I'm already loaded. I start the game loaded.
Right.
So I would like to keep my tank unbuttoned at the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, the starting default status for every AFV on the table is start out with your tank commander unbuttoned, and you have a round in the chamber, so you are loaded. That is the default. And then we'll discuss the other statuses here when we get to them.
All right, so that's my go then.
Yeah, that's it for Eric because he's got nothing else to do.
Correct. All right. So we're gonna go with the tank that is towards the bottom of the display. There you go. That's the one. And I'm rolling some dice. Ooh.
Again, rolling 6d6 for a command dice.
And I have a 1, a 1, a 1. Oh, wow. 4, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, so 4 1s, a 5, and a 6.
3 1s, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Okay.
So...
Oh, man, that's going to be a lot of movement.
That is a lot of movement.
I can do a lot of movement.
But not a lot of acquiring or aiming.
No. So what I want to do is I'm going to get my first... I'm going to use my first drive die. And I'm going to be driving toward the gap in the hedges, close on the side closest to me. Correct. With 11 inches.
You want to go into the field?
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Then my second drive die. Roll another 2d6. For a total of 7, I want to get up onto the hedge if I can.
You want to get up to the edge?
Yeah, up to the low hedge.
Yeah, you're there.
To basically burn my other one. So at this point in time, I'm going to bank my 6 for that tank for next initiative.
Okay.
So that's because that's one of the things you can do with wild dice.
Right.
All right. So the other tank, I'm going to roll its 66s. It helps to have different colored dice for each vehicle if you're running more than one vehicle.
Yeah, I would say so.
So this is the purple tank.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I've got a 1, a 3, a 4, and 3 6s.
Oh man.
Oh man.
The world's your oyster.
The thing about the T-3485 is its attribute is fast.
Yep.
So I'm able to turn any one die to a 1 if I want to.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 1. And I'm going to drive, and what my intention is to put myself at the corner, the top corner next to the hill. Correct. On the outside, but against the hedge.
Okay.
Facing generally in the same direction as the other tank.
Okay.
So with the first roll, I have 11 inches again.
Okay. All right, that's your first die.
Okay. I'm going to use one of the 6s. I'm going to turn one of the 6s into a drive die.
Okay.
For 6 inches.
That just gets you where you want to go.
Outstanding.
Did you want to rotate your turret as well?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 30-degree turn. It doesn't have to be the full 60, but a 30-degree turn to the right. Yeah, right about there.
Okay. Yeah, it should be noted that a drive die allows you to also rotate your turret. If you have a turret.
Right.
Up to 60 degrees.
Correct. All right, so it's my go, correct?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, you still got stuff to do. Okay.
Yeah. So now what are we saying I'm dealing with intervening terrain between my T-34 and your Stuke 3G?
Oh, I'd say that you would clip the orchard, so you're not going through more than 4 inches of orchard. So you should be able to see through through that patch of orchard, I would say.
Okay.
But I would go ahead and say that just count the hedge in with the orchard, so you're not
It's not a 3, it's a 2.
It's a 2, right? Because you've got it's a major obstacle, so that confers. You're going to have to use 2 acquires.
I'll have to use 3 acquires because you were a low-profile vehicle.
2 because you're unbuttoned.
Oh, right. No, 2 for the major obstacle, and 1 because you're low profile.
-1 because you're unbuttoned.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 6s.
Okay. Your 2 remaining 6s.
Right. For target acquisition.
Okay.
To acquire you.
Yep.
Then, so you're acquired.
Yep.
I'm going to use a 3 to aim. And I'm going to use the 4 to fire.
Okay. Now, the only measurement that you need to worry about is whether or not the target is 48 inches away or more. Now, obviously, that's not the case here. So, normally you'll need a 6+ on 2d6 to hit. But we've got some intervening terrain.
Right. So, a +1 is required for each intervening minor obstacle, a +2 for each intervening major obstacle. We're going to go ahead and call that a major obstacle.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead. I need an 8 or better to be able to hit you on 2d6.
Correct.
Oh, and he doesn't do it with a 7.
That's a bad miss.
Yes. So I am now unloaded, and to be able to load, I'm going to need to roll a 5 next turn.
Okay.
So it's your go now.
All right. So now that I'm getting shot at, which I don't care for at all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll my 6 command dice.
Hey, I think there's someone shooting at us out there.
Yeah. Okay, I've got 2 1s, 2 2s, a 6, and a 5. A 5 and a 6. Okay. So I think what I will do is I'll use one of my drives to get into the cherry orchard.
Okay.
Rolling 2d6 for distance. I got 7. Oh. Just short, so I'll go ahead. Just short of the 4 inches I would need to get up, or to get it within your within a shot, or to be able to shoot through the woods. So I'll go ahead and use another. I'll use another movement die, or drive die. That gets me 4 inches. I can definitely move up if I want to. You know what? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Well, you know what? Yeah, I am going to do that. Now, since my Stug moved, Chris's T-34 loses its acquire and its aim. Well, since I moved, it loses the aim. Since I broke line of sight, it loses its acquire also.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use that movement to move up.
Because I will have to reacquire at this point.
Correct. So that definitely gets me to a position where I can shoot through the orchard. Okay, so that's my 2 1s. I've got 2 acquire dice. I'm unbuttoned, so I don't really need to worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and acquire your tank here.
All right.
So it's acquired.
Well, hold on. How many did you use?
2. Well, I've got 2 2s.
Okay. Yeah, because you'll need 1 for the low hedge closest to you and 1
You're
for
right.
the close hedge next to me.
Absolutely correct. Yep. And I'm going to change this. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. Wait, I had enough movement to get up, so thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay, so now you don't need to use the second acquire.
Correct. So I will change one of those 2s to a 3, giving me an aim. Oh, do I need?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need 2 aims for that, right?
No. Where the benefit with the 2 aims would be
the +1 to hit.
Give you a modifier on your to hit roll.
Right. Okay, so I'm now aimed. You're acquired and aimed. And I'm going to change my 6 to a 4 to fire. All right, so it's 2d6. Where's my other? There it is. It's 2d6. I'm looking for 7 or more because of the intervening obstacle.
Correct.
That you're not adjacent to because you
No.
are adjacent obstacles.
Yeah, but Chris is adjacent to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only one we're counting. I was just trying to clarify that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rolling the dice. 5. No effect. Okay. I'm now unloaded. I'll use my 5 and reload. And that's the turn.
Are you going to remain buttoned or sorry, unbuttoned?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go ahead and button up at this point. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. All right, new turn, new initiative. Chris, you saved back a 6, or was that Eric? Or both of you?
I saved a 6.
I did not save a 6.
Okay. All right.
So I rolled for the tank in the field, a modified 6.
Okay.
And the other one is a natural 6.
Ugh. Okay.
No, I rolled a 5.
It's not good.
No, it is not. Good call on that. Bacon, that initiative.
Yep.
Yup.
All right. Dang it. Oh well.
Can't see me. See you, Jay.
Hey, I'm nestled in there like a tick on a hound.
You got a dog?
All right, so I'm going to go, since I've got 6s with either tank, I'm going to go ahead and do my blue tank, which is the tank in the field.
Yep.
Rolling my D6s. I've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 2 3s, a 4, and a 6.
2 3s.
So I'm not going to do anything with my 1 because I like right where I am.
4 and a 6.
I'm still unbuttoned. So I can acquire you with a single 2.
No, you'll still need 2 because I'm in a. We're counting that as a major obstacle.
I can go ahead. Yeah, I will go ahead and use my 6 for my second 2. So you're now acquired. And I'm going to use a 3 to aim. But I cannot fire because I'm unloaded.
Okay.
And that's his turn. So I have you acquired and aimed, and if I can get a 5, I'll be able to load and shoot at you if neither of us move through this next turn.
You've got a 6.
No, I used a 6
to acquire
you.
Oh, okay.
I changed it to a 2.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So here is the tank outside the field.
Okay.
A 1, 2 4s, 3 4s, a 5, and a 6. So I think at this point in time, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of moving.
Okay. Tell me again what you had.
A 1. 3 4s.
Okay.
5 and a 6.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to use my 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and roll my move dice.
Wish you were a French auto-loading tank.
I got a 6. So I essentially want to, actually what I have to do, I need to re-roll. I'm going to use 1 die to do a pivot.
Pivot steer. Okay.
To become basically parallel to the hedge there.
Okay.
And then with the other D6, I'm moving a whole 1 inch.
Like that? Oop.
Yep, and then forward 1 inch. And
one of the German big cats got on the table.
That was Rocky.
Yeah, that's Rocky. Okay.
Did you want to pivot your turret?
Yeah, give me a 60-degree pivot to the right, please.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and convert one of my 4s
Okay.
to a drive.
Okay.
For 7 inches.
Okay.
I essentially want to get not quite 90 degrees, but you see the dot kind of going straight up from the middle of the field?
Here?
Yeah, and then the dot to its upper, go that direction, yes. I want to kind of be in parallel to that line.
Okay.
Because I can't do a full 90. But it'll be, better than nothing.
I'll give you a little bit better angle, so it'd be a frontal shot.
Okay.
And rotate the turret again.
Yes, please.
Give you about 30 degrees.
So, our friend Chris Copeland is watching, and he, in our Facebook group, asked, "Do the aim and acquire effects carry over to the next turn?"
Yes.
Yes and no. It's dependent on the movement of vehicles. So, if either of the 2 vehicles move, aim is lost. If the acquired vehicle breaks line of sight from the attacking tank, acquire is lost. So hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Copeland. Alrighty. So at this point in time, I have a 6. I'm not going to use it to acquire. Well, I couldn't acquire anyway because I would need 2. But so I'm going to bank that 6.
Okay. All right.
So it's now, I believe, Eric's go with his 5.
All right. I will roll. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of 4s. I got a.
Always remember, since you're a tank destroyer, you can turn one into an aim.
I have a 2, a 3, a bunch of 4s, 3 4s to be exact, and a 5. I'm typing it in now. So a 2, a 3, 4, 4, 4, 5.
And
shoot, I can't even move. I can't do anything because I'm done. So I can't move because I don't have any 6s or 1s, and because I'm deep in this cherry orchard, I actually can't see out. So I can't even use my 2 and my 3 to acquire. So I'm done. Sorry, Jay, leaving you hanging.
That's all right. That's all right.
You got this. If not, you'll be some fine cover.
All right, I've got acquire all day. I've got a 5 and a 6. So okay, that's fine. You're already acquired. You're already aimed, correct? On this, or I'm already acquired and aimed on this tank.
Yes.
Okay, so
as am I to you.
So I'm going to change one of the 2s because I'm a tank destroyer into a 3 to increase my aim to give me a +1 to hit. I'm going to change my 6 into a 4 to fire.
Nice.
Where's the other guy? Okay, so gonna fire. I've got a +1 to hit, so it's straight up even. It's 6 to hit.
All right.
Nine hits.
All right.
Okay. Now I've got a strike of 7, which means I'm gonna roll 7 dice.
No, you get an additional one.
Hold on.
All right.
I've got 7 dice for strike because that's what I've got. And since the target vehicle is unbuttoned, I'm going to add another strike for a total of 8. And since
those strike numbers are variable between tanks.
Yes. So I've got 8 dice I'm going to roll total. I'm looking for 5s or 6s because that is a frontal shot.
Right.
And Chris has an armor of 8. He's going to roll 8 dice looking for 5s and 6s. Oh, great Hachi Machi.
How'd you do?
3 6s and a 5.
Ooh. All right. So
actually, you can see my dice down here.
I rolled 2 5s.
Okay.
So you beat my the number of hits exceeds the number of saves by 2.
Yep.
We have to determine whether it's a temporary or permanent. You've got more 6s than 5s.
Yep.
Therefore, the first one is a permanent. So that loses 1 command die. And I incur damage as per the damage ladder.
Okay, you've got that pulled up.
I am about to pull that up. Let me find it real quick. All right, so you need to... Yeah, so now you need to roll a d6.
Uh-huh.
On a 1 to 4, it's a whole hit.
Uh-huh.
On a 5.6 is a turret hit.
It's a turret hit.
All right, so optics damaged. I'm -1 on all rolls to hit.
Nice shot.
I'm marking this on my dashboard.
Yep.
And
Nice.
that's a permanent loss of the die.
Right.
So, good shooting, Tex.
Yeah. And now with my 5, I'm going to reload.
Of course you are.
Are you going to button up?
Yes.
No, I was already buttoned, Eric.
Oh, you were already buttoned. Oh,
Yeah.
right. You were already acquired.
Yeah. I was already acquired from previous.
Yep.
All right.
I was getting nervous on your count because you're closer to the other 2 tanks.
Well, we'll just see how that goes. Let's go ahead and dice for initiative, guys.
All
All
right.
right.
You got a +1 on one of your tanks, don't you? Or is that was last round?
I have a +1 on the other tank now.
I got a 2.
I got a 3.
So we need to dice off on the 3s, Eric.
Okay.
The one with the bank 6 rolled a 7.
Nice.
Okay, which
I
one
rolled
is
a
that?
6.
I rolled a 3. So it's my tank not in the field, then Eric, then my tank in the field, then Jay, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So,
Not fun.
tank not in the field.
Yeah. Nice
Yeah.
juicy side shot on me.
Yeah.
Especially with the 2 ones I just rolled. The 3, the 5, and the 2 6s.
Okay. A 2, a 3, a 5.
Yep. 2 1s.
Yeah.
So 1 1,
Yep.
3 5, 6 6.
Man. Okay.
You're getting off easy though, because I'm not going to be able to fire. Because I need 2 to be able to acquire you.
Actually, you need 3. Well, you're not buttoned, so yeah.
So you're getting off easy. I am going to go ahead and use one of my dice, move dice.
Okay.
That move dice is going to have me pivot
Okay.
to the right. So I'm giving you more of a frontal aspect to my.
Okay, you watching?
Yeah.
Say when.
There.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn that turret straight on.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to do anything with the other. I'm not going to do anything with the other one. I'm just going to sit out there like a sitting duck for now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bank my 2 6s
You got a 5 you
for
can
next
use.
initiative.
Would you like to load?
He's already loaded. He hasn't fired yet.
Is he? Oh, okay.
All right. I guess that's the end of your turn then?
That is correct.
All right. Let's see some ones. All right. There's a lot of 3s. Let's see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 6. I'm going to use that 1 to pivot and start to move towards the tank that's open above the field. So I'll roll 2d6. I rolled an 8.
Okay, so you want to get into a position where you can shoot at this tank, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you've got an 8?
Yes.
Okay. And still stay in the woods?
Yes. I don't want to get side shots from the other one.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right. And then I will use...
Here, we'll have him hiding behind one particular cherry tree. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Hope it was a black cherry. Hardwood. All right. I'm a landscape architect. All right, so I will use the target acquisition. I am unbuttoned, so
Okay.
I'll be able to acquire him.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
And then I've got 3 aims. So, I'll just use all 3 of them. Or wait, no, I can only use 2 of them.
Why?
Oh, yeah, they're all 3s. I don't have to change them.
Yeah, you don't have to change anything.
I'm sorry. The TD could have gotten extra if they were a different die.
Yeah.
But I'll just do 3.
So you're going to get a +2 to your roll.
Right. And then I'll use my 6 to fire.
Okay. All right.
All right. I need a 6. Right?
No.
Or no, I got to go through the woods, so...
No, you don't count the woods because you're in them.
Oh, that's right, because I'm in it. Yeah.
You need a 4 to hit.
I hit with a 4.
There you go.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
This could be bad.
Was he buttoned?
Are you unbuttoned?
I am unbuttoned, so you do get the bonus strike die.
All right, 8. My strike is 7. With the bonus, I have 8. And I'm looking for 5s and 6s, correct?
Correct.
For armor. I have 1 5 and 2 6s.
Well, I have 3 5s and 2 6s, so...
Bing!
Ba-ting! Hey, I think somebody's shooting at us out here.
All right. Unfortunately, I'm acquired and I'm aimed. But that's it for me.
You're now unloaded.
I am unloaded, yes. So does all of the aim stay? So do I have all 3 aim?
No.
No.
You are aimed.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it for me.
Okay. Chris in the field.
Yes. Here we go. I need a 5 in a bad way. Hey, and I got that 5. So I got a 1, a 2, 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. So I have you acquired, I have you aimed. So I don't need the 1 to drive, I don't need the 2 to acquire. I am, however, going to change my 6 to a 3.
Mm-hmm.
That way that gives me an additional...
Gives you a +1.
+1, which offsets the -1.
It's a -2 because I'm in the orchard.
But it offsets my -1 for my damage.
Oh, yeah.
And low profile.
Low profile is only for acquisition.
Oh, thank you. That's right.
Oh, yes. Chris Copeland is correct. I don't get to roll all 66s. I only get to roll 5, so I'm going to re-roll just for fairness.
Thank you, Toph.
Hey, nice. Good call.
Good catch.
Pretty quick there.
Good catch. Thank you. Hey, actually, didn't you have wait, didn't you have 1 temporary also?
No.
Okay.
It's one or the other.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah.
So I've got...
Did you re-roll or...
Yes, I re-rolled.
Okay, what do you got?
5 dice. I now have a 3, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
3, a 4, a 5, and a 6?
Correct.
Okay. Man, that's probably actually a better roll, but okay.
Yeah, it does turn out that way. Because I'm going to use both of those 3s to aim.
Huh, nice.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Toph.
Thanks, jerk. So, 1 to offset my damage.
Yep.
1 to offset half of your woods.
Yeah.
So I'm now needing a 7 to hit. I'm now going to reload.
Let's see. Yeah.
Then I'm going to fire.
Okay.
So I'm needing a 7 to hit. I got a 9.
Okay.
So you are buttoned though. Correct?
I am buttoned. That's correct.
Okay. By the way, as a point of statement, this tank is going to be buttoned at the end of this turn.
Okay. Probably for the best.
Here comes 8 dice coming your way, needing 5s and 6s to hit. I got a 5 and I got a 6.
I got a 5 and I got a 6.
All right, so
no effect.
No effect.
Ping.
Now I'm unloaded.
Yes.
But I have this 6.
Yes.
That one bounced. Gives a load.
Okay, so
he's reloaded.
Reloaded. Got it. Okay. Yep. All right. Love it.
Ooh, man.
These guys are just trading punches.
Yeah. I'm glad that it's not. Used to be called the Hornies. It's now we now call it the Nashorn.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Nashorn is a tank destroyer also.
Mm-hmm.
That also has Iron Fist.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right. So my go?
It is your go.
Okay.
Iron Fist in this game mean that you do more damage when you hit. Like, or the types of damages are exacerbated.
Right.
Okay, so I've got a 1, 3 threes, a 5, and a 6. So what I'm going to do is I'll use all 3 of those 3 since I'm already aimed. I'm going to use all 3 of those 3s to aim.
Nice.
That's going to take me to a 3 to hit. With the shrubbery, it's going to be a 4 to hit. And I'll change this 6 to a 4. And I will fire. Hitting on an 11. Dang.
Almost doubles.
Yeah, almost had doubles. Okay, so your button, correct?
Yes, I'm no button.
Okay. I've got a strike of 7. 5, 7. I'm looking for 5s or 6s. You've got an armor of 8.
Yep.
Hold on, let me take the load marker off my dashboard. Okay. I've got 2 5s.
I have a 6. So again,
Beat by 1.
number of hits exceeds number of saves by 1. However, you do not have more 6s than 5s.
Right.
So it's temporary. I will use command dice equal to the number of excess hits.
Okay.
And that's 1.
Okay.
I can't recover it. I'll just have to figure out how that's recovered.
Recover it by sacrificing a 6.
Yeah, by using a 6.
That's correct. Okay. That's you are correct. I remember reading that now.
With my 5, I'm going to reload.
Uh-huh.
And then with my 1, yeah, I'm gonna swivel my little commander's cupola around and make sure I don't back into my fellow Stoog, and I'm gonna put this dude in reverse. When you reverse, you only get 1 die of movement. I rolled a 1.
Oh, not enough.
So I've lost aim, but I still have you acquired.
Yeah, and I've lost aim, but you're still acquired as well.
Double check that because you're buttoned. Am I outside of your front 60-degree arc?
No, you're still within the 60.
All right. Okay.
Barely, but it's there.
All right.
So, okay.
And I would have allowed you to finagle your tank however you wanted to.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so that's initiative for the next turn.
Right. I've got 2 6s on the purple tank.
Oh,
That's a 7. The blue tank is at a 2.
I rolled a 5.
I don't know what purple and blue mean. You have to tell me in the field, out of the field.
I'm sorry. Purple tank is out of the field.
Okay.
So he's going first.
So he's got a 7, and what was the other one?
A 2.
A 2. Okay. I rolled a 5.
So it's me, and then you all need to decide who goes between you, because both Eric and you rolled a 5.
Okay.
And then my field tank is last.
Eric, you just want to decide after he shoots at us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you're gone. By the way, purple tank, he's a pit because he's out in the field with no cover, so that's purple.
Okay. It's a technique.
Well, whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully he's also wrong.
So, hopefully I can be like Prince here and have purple rain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Don't give up my day job, eh?
Mine was probably worse.
Okay. So, I don't have anything acquired or aimed at this point, nor am I going to. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a 1, and I'm going to do some movement here.
Okay, what'd you roll again?
A 1, 2 3s, 2 4s, and a 5.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be able to acquire anything.
Okay.
So here's the 1 getting used to move.
Okay.
For 5 inches. I want him to move toward the field.
Okay.
My intention is to drive into the field.
Then you got a 4 or a 5?
I got a 5.
Okay.
I don't suppose I've got enough to get into in behind that hedge.
You do not. You do not. Okay. But I presume you want to keep your front to me.
No. Go ahead and make it look like he's actually driving into the field. There you go. I'm going to take my 5 and.
I presume you want to rotate the turret.
Yes. Yeah. For now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my 5 and turn it into a drive as well.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
And I'm only going to use a single die for movement.
Yep.
With a 1.
Yeah, better than none.
And then 90-degree turn to put the front toward you. That's exactly what I needed to have happen.
Okay.
And with that, he is done.
Okay.
And I don't get to bank any 6s this time.
Boo! I mean, yay!
All right, guys. Oh, and he's going to button up also.
Yeah, probably good. Probably prudent.
Yes.
I don't have a preference on who goes first. Does it make a difference? Kind of. I actually probably can't even see the tank.
There's a
closer to the barn.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got my shot on him.
Okay.
I think.
I'm not even loaded right now, so.
Okay. Well, why don't I go ahead and go? Because since I'm already acquired and aimed at old boy, I'll see what I can do. All right.
He moved though, so
Oh, aim's off. Yeah. That's right, aim's off. But I'm still acquired.
I just had to take it off myself too.
Yep. Yep. You're right. Absolutely right. Okay, but I'm still acquired. Okay, so we've got a 1, a 2, 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. So with that 1-1, I'm gonna go ahead and move back up to the hedge, so I'm not having to shoot over it or through it. 9 inches. I'm sure that'll get me where I need to go.
Yeah.
Okay, with my 2, I'm still acquired. I'll turn it into an aim. Then I'll turn one of these 4s into an aim. So that'll give me a +1 to hit. And then I'll fire. Yeah, I'll fire. So what's that? A plus? Well, that cancels out the hedge, doesn't it? That +1. So it's a 6 to hit on 2d6. Sixes the hard way.
All right.
All right, so you are buttoned, correct?
That is correct.
2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. A 6 and 2 5s.
I rolled a 5, so you haven't outright destroyed me.
Okay, so that's temporary again. I beat you by 2.
What was that? I'm sorry?
The preponderance was 5, so I beat you by 2.
So that is losing command dice equal to the number of excess hits. You had 2 excess hits, so he is hating life right now.
That's 2 more in the sin bin for a total of
3, right?
It's total 3 plus the 1 permanent.
Yeah.
I know what he's doing next turn.
Yeah.
If he can get to it, because I'm going.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna use a 5 to reload. Then I'm gonna change the 6 to a 4 and shoot again.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm a 7 to hit this time because that aim doesn't carry over.
Correct.
I mean, the aim status does, but the bonus for the aim doesn't. What do we say? 7 to hit?
7 to hit.
7.
Oh, the hard way again.
No 5s, no 6s.
Okay, good. Because I got no 5s, no 6s.
Pang!
Pang.
And
Right.
I probably should have moved, but that's okay because that's fine actually, because the tank that's left to go. Well, Eric, I'm
gonna try and move in and protect your side there. So let me see what I can get.
You can protect my side by putting a 75mm hole in that Russian son of a bitch.
Well, that's what I'd love to do, but if not, I'll probably block it with my front armor. Let's see what I can do. Oh yeah, I got that one. All right. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I guess my rough language offended someone because we went from 5 viewers to 4.
I think because Copeland left, right?
No, I mean within the last 30 seconds that happened.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So my apologies. I try to keep it relatively clean, but so the 4 of you that are watching currently, if you have a question or comment, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll see it.
I got a 1, a 3, a 5, a 5, and 2 6s.
Nice.
So let's move me up. Well, first of all, I gotta acquire. Let's see here. 5s are reload. Okay. Well, first of all, let's use a reload because I'm not loaded currently.
Okay.
So I'll load. Then let's move up. Wait, can I? So I've got the tank that is closest to the hill acquired. Can I see him right now, or do I need to move?
No, you're fine where you are to see him.
I'll stay where I'm at then. I'm going to use my 1, change that to an aim.
Okay.
And then I will use my other aim. I have a 3.
Yep.
So I will aim again.
Okay.
And then I'll fire.
Okay.
With a 6.
Okay.
All right. So I need a. Let's see. I've got the intervening trees and the hedge.
Nope, just the hedge.
Okay. All right. So I'm within 4 inches of the edge of the trees.
Yeah. You don't count for the trees because you're in them.
Yeah. Oh, I hit with a 7.
Yay.
All right.
And he is buttoned.
So I got 7 strike dice.
7.
I got, oh my goodness. Oh no. I got 4 6s.
Yes!
Oh, Lord.
And a 5.
That's done. He's gone.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
Again.
Oh man,
Eric doesn't.
That's gross. I've got a 5 and a 6 left, so I'll reload.
And pump another one into him.
No.
Just for good
I'll
measure.
use that 6 to. I'm gonna bank for initiative.
Sounds like a plan.
Boom! That's a 3rd kill ring.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. 2 more, and you can you get a bonus card.
Oh, nice.
No.
Or you could upgrade.
No, he's already supposed to be getting a bonus card or 2 bonus cards.
Oh, okay.
It's a
We're
bonus
talking
card.
about the 2 previous games, I got 2 kills.
Yeah.
I got 3. Watch me get. All right, I'm not gonna say anything.
Watch you die a horrible flaming death.
Wait, did I killed your crew again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, I got your number, man. All right, that's it for me.
Yeah.
All right, cripple tank.
All right.
In the last couple of minutes, we got a like also. Thank you, whoever liked.
I got a 5 and a 6, so I reload.
Yeah.
He's already loaded. He has acquired. You know what? I'm going to turn the 5 into a 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to use both of those dice to do a 180.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Actually, no. I'm going to use a single die
Yes.
to back up 1 inch.
Let's get out of here. Slowly. We don't want to draw their attention.
All right. Slowly he turned, inch by inch. And then we're going to turn the 6 into a 1,
Uh-huh.
reversing, with 4.
Okay.
So,
I'm guessing you want to angle a little bit to aim for the gap in the hedge.
yes.
Okay. And rotate the turret to...
Yep. I'm doing my best to get gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that barn looks real safe.
Hey, if I get into it, you can't see me anymore.
Yeah.
Well, unless you drive into it and it's got a basement.
Well, that would just really not be nice.
No, it would not. All right, gents. Let's go ahead and dice for initiative again, please.
Okay.
I got a 5.
2.
A 6 and a 2.
No. There's no initiative necessary for the one that's burning currently.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, the 2 was actually on the purple die. So the 6 was on the blue. So he gets to go first. He rolls a 3 and a 2. Now, I can only turn one of my other dice into a drive, correct? Yes.
Yeah, you can turn one die. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to turn one die into a drive, again, with the backwards,
Mm-hmm.
for 2 whole inches.
It's nothing if not cautious.
Well, I don't want to drive into,
I went ahead and I'm angling you towards the so you can try to get cover from this hedge.
Yeah.
Not that you'll get it this time, but here before too long you'll be behind that hedge.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's me.
See, what I'm doing is I'm using my tank to draw you out so my IL-2 Sturmovix can come in and take you out from the sky.
Not in this.
I was going to wait for some artillery strikes on that corner of that field.
Not in this game.
Orchard.
Yeah, there's no combined arms in this game.
Nope. Not in this game. All right, so my initiative. 3 6s. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Let's see, I'm loaded. I've still got you acquired, but you moved, so I'm no longer aimed. I'm going to turn that 2 into an aim.
All right.
I'll turn
you can do that being a tank destroyer.
Yep, I'm going to turn a 6 into a 4 and fire. So going across one hedge, that takes that out. So I'm a 7 to hit on 2 dice. I'm aimed, I'm loaded. Rolled a 10 to hit. I'm no longer loaded. Get these out of here. Let's see. 2 7. Three 5s. Hold on.
3 5s and a 6.
Yeah, I didn't. I only rolled 6 dice. Let me roll another one just in case. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pang! Turn a 6 to a 5. Reload.
This guy's gonna have all kinds of Bondo on it next time he comes out.
Maybe so. Turn a 6 to a 4. Shoot again. This is gonna be a 7 to hit. Rolling a 7.
All right.
No 5s, no 6s.
Clang.
All right. So
I'm no longer loaded.
I rolled 4 6s.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right.
If they survive this battle, they're going to be investing in some hearing aids.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
All right,
your go, Eric.
Oh, no. It's not good. All right.
What'd you roll?
I got 2 2s, 3 4s, and a 5. 2 2, 4 4 4 5. I can't even see him because he's out of my range, out of my
Arc.
Right.
Because I've got a turretless tank, so I'm done.
Got nothing?
I can't. Wait, I'm unbuttoned, so can I at least acquire him? I
Yeah.
can't shoot him, but can I acquire him?
Yeah, if you're unbuttoned.
Yeah, so I will. I've got 2 acquires. Can I see? I gotta get.
Yeah,
get him.
Yeah, you'll need 2, but you can acquire. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll acquire him, and then I'll change one of my 4s to a aim, and then I can't fire because
I don't think you can aim.
No, he can't aim because you don't have angle.
Okay, so I'm done. I just got an acquire. That's all I did.
Okay.
Okay.
So he is acquired. All right.
I'll button up.
Okay.
Rolling for initiative.
Yes, please. 4.
I got 2.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, I've got a 2 and a 6. That 2 is becoming a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Backing up with 4.
Backing up.
You kind of want to angle towards the barn?
Correct. And I'm making that 6 into a 1
Okay.
with a 5.
Oh. You want to angle even further?
Correct. Hoping to be able to break line of sight at this point.
I can't see. No, probably not. Maybe.
Well, you're buttoned, so you definitely can't see him anymore, Eric.
Yeah, no, I'm done. So I lose my acquire.
I've still got you acquired, but you're definitely, that's definitely more than 2/3 obscured.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to definitely make it more difficult for you to see.
Yeah, that's going to be. I'm going to have a bunch of aim to make that happen.
Yeah, less than 1/3. It counts as a largely obscured, and it counts as being behind a major obstacle.
Yep.
So that will be 2 acquired dice plus the acquired die for crossing the hedge.
Yep. Yeah, so it's going to be. I'm already acquired.
This is acquired, so you still have me acquired.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just does that
All right.
So actually it does nothing for me at this point.
Not even to hit?
To hit, it's going to be a +2 for an intervening major obstacle and a +1 for the minor obstacle. So it is still +3 to hit.
Yeah, so I'll need a 9 to hit unless I get a bunch of aim.
Right.
So initiative?
No, that was me going first on this turn.
Oh, is it?
It's
oh,
now.
What am I thinking? That's now
And
me.
I couldn't do anything because I rolled poorly.
Wait, did we go way out of cycle here?
Probably. No. He did poorly. We rolled initiative again.
Okay. All right.
I got a 5.
Okay, I got a 4.
You got like a 4 or a 3.
I got a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's you, then Huck.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got a 1, a 2, you know what to do. A 3, a 4, a 5, and another 4. Oh, baby.
Don't let him escape.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I'm going to change this 1 into a 3. No. I'm going to change this 2 into a 3.
All right.
So I get a +1 to hit. So that's going to be an 8 to hit.
Right.
Crap, I got to load. Dang.
Well, you rolled a 5.
Yeah. I was hoping to get 2 shots in, but that ain't going to happen. I'll aim.
Oh, the bad luck.
Yeah, terrible, isn't it? In that case, I'm going to turn the other 4 into a 3. Also, no. Wait, I turned a 2 into a 3, didn't I? Okay.
Correct.
All right. So I'll load, and then I'll fire. I'll need an 8 to hit.
Right.
5 does not hit.
Nope.
Unloaded again.
You rustled the feathers.
Got a lot more drafty.
Yeah, I was going to say you rustled some feathers of barn owls.
Yep. All right, Eric.
All right, let's see. I need some drive because I can't even see him right now.
Wait, I've got a drive before you announce that. I've got a drive, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive over this hedge.
Okay.
All right.
I can't even see him. So 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 6. Darn it. I guess I'll turn my 6 into a 1 and drive. I can drive 9. I just like to follow you towards the southern part of the orchard.
Are you going to stay in the orchard, or are you?
Yeah, let me stay in the orchard because I can't do anything. So.
Okay, what'd you
I
roll?
Protect my crew.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9. Yeah, that's good. Like where you, but yeah.
Basically like this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
And then I can't. Can I see him to acquire? Well, it doesn't matter. He's just going to back out of sight anyway. Well, I will acquire him just to make sure. I've got
Yeah, you've got him.
Oh, I don't have any acquire dice though. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay.
Yep. That roll. Just taking cover behind you, Jay.
Okay, that's fair. All right, initiative.
Yep.
Big dice. Big dice. 3.
And 4.
I have a 1.
Yay!
Oh. All right. Oh, let's see if I can do something this time. I got a 1, 3 2s, a 3, and a 4.
Yeah, you'll definitely be able to do something with that.
Yeah. Let's move me up to the corner of the actually I can't see him. Move me to the south end of the orchard. I'm gonna move 9 again. That's with my 1. Yeah. And then I will use my target acquisition to I gotta get 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you're no longer obscured at that angle, Chris.
Oh, okay. But I got to go through 2 hedges, right?
2 hedges. 1, 2.
All right, so that's 2 of my.
So I've less than a third is covered.
Correct.
Okay.
So I use 2 of my 2s to acquire.
Okay.
Are you unbuttoned?
I am buttoned, so I need another one.
Yep.
All right, I use my third 2. Then I will aim with my 3 and fire with my 4, and then I will be done.
Okay, so that should be a -2 to hit, so that's going to be an 8 to hit.
Okay. I got a 7.
Oh.
I put another hole in the barn.
Yeah.
Bump, bump, done.
Wow.
And I am now acquired, aimed, but now not loaded. I'll remain buttoned.
Okay. My command dice.
Man, there's a lot of paint on here,
1,
too.
2,
You get lighter, you get plus
3,
1
4,
paint.
and a 6.
Right?
Okay. I'm still acquired. I'm not aimed. I'm not loaded. I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 dice to move up. Yeah, 9's going to get me up to this hedge. Easy peasy. I'm already acquired. I'm going to change this 2 to a 3. So that'll give me an aim +1. Oh, yeah, and I skirt past that hedge, so there's no hedge in the way. I'll give you 1 for the corner of the building now.
All right.
So I'll have a 7 to hit. Well, with my aim, it's going to take it back to a 6 to hit. I'm going to change the 6 to a 5 to reload. and that 4 is going to fire. And we said it's what, a 7 to hit? Is what we said?
Yes.
No. It's a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, because normally a 6.
Saving your life.
Yeah, that barn's helping you out. It's still
shots into that thing.
6.
All right.
6 to hit.
Go.
Snake eyes.
Uh-oh. You lose your acquire.
Yep.
Blast.
Yep.
All right. Well.
And you immediately end your turn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that last part.
Yep.
Wow, nasty.
Okay. You end your turn regardless of remaining command dice, and you lose both aim and acquire.
Yep.
So my go. I've got a 2 and a 6. I'm going to use the 2. Turn that into a 1.
Okay.
And I'm backing up 2 inches.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn the 6 into a 1. I'm going to do a 90-degree turn toward the back of the barn.
That doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, it does. I'm turning toward the barn. I'm turning to the left.
Okay.
And moving 4 inches.
All
But
right,
not just to like the middle of the back of the barn. That way everybody has lost all acquisition and
Okay.
everything.
Yep.
And at this point in time, I would, unless y'all have enough move to get around that barn to acquire me in this next turn, my intention is to leave the field of battle.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. So here's the plan, Jay.
Yeah.
You shell the barn until it's gone.
I should be.
No, it doesn't work like that.
I don't.
No, I say that you're going to be able to escape. That was some.
Yeah.
We certainly got some shots at you.
Some nice driving. All right, so officially good game, guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that Nick and Richard have really put together a rule set that it not only, how do I want to put this? It models the right things. And by that it doesn't concern itself with and I kind of alluded to this in my interview with him in episode 37 of the podcast. It really focuses on the decisions that a tank commander would be making in the heat of battle, not necessarily, well, if I get a 33-degree angle on his front glacis plate and I am able to elevate myself to 10 degrees above his plane, then da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it doesn't...
get on his side, get on his side, get on his side. You know, that's what you'd be concerned with. Not, precise measurement of angles of deflection and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it does what it needs to do. And granted, we're just crossing the hour-and-a-half mark, but, we played pretty much to a conclusion within an hour 15, realistically speaking.
Right.
And that's with, this is the third time that Chris and I have played it. And we haven't. Yeah, we've had to look at the rules a little bit to confirm
suspicions.
Yeah, confirm suspicions. But that's it, and I think that says a lot. And this is definitely going to be a go-to for. I don't want to use the term filler, but while you're waiting for other folks to show up for your chain of command game, absolutely, you throw this out.
Oh, this could easily play in 15 to 30 minutes, if not faster than that.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to J3, Eric, because this is Saturday evening of J3 this year.
Yeah,
and there's the scenario type of King of the Ring. We'll just keep it going, and I don't know how many sessions at Recruits we're going to run of this. I'm thinking most of Saturday.
Yeah.
And we're just going to keep things going. And I really, really enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to getting a lot of different vehicles because I want to see what a Panzer 3J does, for example. I want to see what a Panzer 3N does. I want to see, I want to see what a Panzer 4F does. I want to see what a Chaffee does. I want to see,
Yeah,
got some IS ones. Got a KV, so I'm looking forward to see some Panther action.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's going to be interesting is getting something like a little Hellcat, which, if I'm not mistaken, a Hellcat is not only a tank destroyer, but it's also fast, or it should be.
Is that under Lend-Lease?
No, for Americans.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You've got a bunch of Americans. Yeah, I've got some Russian TDs that I'd like to. I think one of the things that I'd like to do in J3 with these battles is combine the TDs and the fast tanks. Because right now it's one against the other, but in conjunction, those two forces could be pretty nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. I just looked up both the M18 Hellcat and the M10 Wolverine are both fast and tank destroyers.
Yep.
I assume they have paper armor, though.
Yeah.
The Hellcat is 3, but its strike is 8. The Wolverine is 4 with a strike of 8. The one drawback with both of those is they are open tops, so they are always unbuttoned. Oof.
Yeah.
So you always get that bonus strike on them.
But with that fast, they can creep up to the edge of a wood, shoot, and then back up.
Exactly.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking for Soviet Union.
Also, like to see how the M26 Pershing plays out if we ever get to where we're playing 45, 1945.
The Russian Su-85 is fast in TD, and it's got a strike of 8.
Yep.
Wow.
It's got the same 85 millimeter gun that the T-34-85 has.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's also open top like the M10 and the M18.
Oh, I must have something different because the TDs that I have are completely closed. It must be one of the older, newer. Anyway, yeah, it must be the ISU 100 or sorry, the 122 maybe.
Well, it's not marked as a feature or an attribute. You just kind of got to know your vehicles.
You got to know your tanks.
Yeah, no, I've got to look it up again. I don't have them in front of me. Cool. Well, that was really fun. I got to get 2 more kills, and then I can bring an ace tinker to J3.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
I won't do that.
We haven't been playing with the bonus cards either, and that's going to be an interesting wrinkle to put in there. So no promises when we play at Titan Games in Springfield on Sunday. I'm not going to promise that I'll have the cards made up by then, but we'll see. There's a lot of stuff going on between now and then. So, but well, from here in the Veteran Wargamer Bunker, I want to thank everyone who tuned in, and I'm going to thank ahead of time everyone who watches this video from start to finish. I know it's not particularly exciting. It's just a view of the battlefield and my hairy appendages moving models around. But leave some comments if you like. Subscribe to the Veteran Wargamer YouTube channel. Subscribe via your your podcast app of choice to the Veteran Wargamer podcast. Leave a comment on the veteranwargamer.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Veteran Wargamer. Throw me a DM or an open message. I'd like to hear from you. Let us know what you thought of the video. Let us know if you'd like to see something like this, more of this in the future. Maybe some other games you'd like to see. I will say that this game is particularly well suited just to this type of presentation, simply because I'm only dealing with one element per player for the most part. So it worked out pretty nicely. So with that in mind, Chris, Eric, any parting shots?
So to speak.
Want to get a shot? I'm going to take out that T-34. It's always a pleasure to game with both of you. The Arnolds are strong players. I always enjoy it. This game is, I definitely agree, it's going to be one for the books and one that we're going to see at the conventions year after year. Again, because it just plays so fast, too.
Yeah.
And easy to learn.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do this again, just let me know. I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, I think Joel wasn't able to join us tonight. I definitely think he wanted to, and I'm not sure Chris Copeland didn't. I invited him, but oh well, that's okay. So with that in mind, folks, again, one last time, thank you very much for joining us, and keep your eyes peeled on Twitter and the Veteran Wargamer Facebook page for announcements for upcoming videos. With that in mind, as always, if the wargaming you're having isn't any fun, you make it fun. That is all.